going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build road curves. Now some of you might be building a city in Minecraft, or you might be just working on a world where you want to build a road. And you want to build a nice smooth curve for a road. Maybe the road takes a 90-degree turn and you don't want it to just cut 90 degrees. Because that doesn't really look good unless it's like an intersection, of course. But if you want to just have a curved road, you want the curve to be smooth, and it'll look more realistic that way. So today I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Now, you might have watched some other videos that are kind of complicated. You don't need a formula. There's no math involved. All you need to do is know how to count. And it's really simple. So I'm going to show you guys the strategy I use, and well, let's get right into it. Okay, so what you want to do is start by building the inside corner of the curve. So since this is a 90-degree turn right, it will be this side of the road. So when building a curve, you don't want to just cut 90 degrees like that. Like I said, we're not going to do that here. What you're going to do instead is go over one block in the direction of the turn, and then continue the road for another few blocks. You want to go, probably for this first part, you want to go around 5 to 7 blocks. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then what you want to do is you want to keep cutting one block over like this, but you gradually decrease the amount of blocks that you go before cutting again. So since we went over 7 for this one will go over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll cut over one again. For this, we'll do about 3. And then we'll cut over one again. We can go 2. Then a good thing to do, instead of just going, you might think now, we just go 1 and then we start the curve going that way. But what you want to do instead is, once you get to this point where it's 2, you go 2, then 1, then 2 again. What that does, what you'll see when we're done, but it kind of makes the curve just look a little bit smoother. It kind of just makes it look better. Can't really explain it without just showing you guys. So let's just continue that. So we have that, and then you can kind of start just going perfectly diagonal. So we'll do that for 3 blocks. And then what you want to do is, you don't have to, but you can, but it just looks best if you repeat the curve or repeat the pattern that you did here, but just kind of rotate it 90 degrees. So here you can see here, we're kind of just working backwards. So you can see here we just went over 2, so we're going to do that, but we're turning 90 degrees now. And then so we're going 2 over, and then we did the 1, and then 2 again right there. And then 1, 2, 3, and then we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that was the end of the curve. And then make sure after you're done with the pattern, you continue the road a little bit like that, just to signify that that's the end of the curve. So that's the inside corner of the curve. Now we're going to do the outside corner of the curve, and this is where the math comes in, but it's just counting. So what you want to do is find the width of the road before the curve. So in this case, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks wide. What you want to do is remember that number 7, and then what you're doing is you're repeating the pattern that you did in the inside corner, but before you start the pattern, you continue straight the same number of blocks that the road is wide. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue straight 7 blocks and then start the pattern. So, and what you actually want to do too is start those 7 blocks straight 1 block before where the pattern actually starts. I can't really mathematically tell you why, but if you start the 7 blocks here, the road ends up being 1 block too wide at the end. So you start here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we start the pattern that we did over there. So if I remember correctly, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, and then 2, and then we did the 1, and then 2 again. And then 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let me just get rid of this cliff here. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then make the road go straight a little bit. So let's get a bird's eye view first, just to kind of look at it. And that curve looks really smooth. So look at it, and then come over here just to make sure that the road here is the same width that it is over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So I did this curve perfectly correct. And then what you would do is just fill that in between the lines, and you now have a curved road. Now I'm going to show you more advanced. We're applying the same principles that we used over there, but now we have a yellow center line of the road to deal with. So all we're doing is, with the yellow center line, we're doing the same thing that we did with the outside corner, going over a certain number of blocks before we start the pattern. But this time it's just a yellow line in the middle of the road. It's not the outside corner. So let's start a curve here. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Just for quickness sake, we'll make this curve a little shorter. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then repeat the pattern, but turn it 90 degrees. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then continue the road straight for a while to let you know that that's the end of the curve. And then for this yellow line here, you want to find the width of the road from the edge of the road to the yellow line. So let's count that. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So remember, you start it 1 before the pattern starts on the inside corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the pattern was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2 again. And then it was 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then straight out for a little bit. And there, now we have the yellow center line, and that should be a perfect curve along with the inside corner. And then, just like we did over here, we'll do the outside corner, but this time we measure the entire width of the entire road. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The road is 17 blocks wide. So start on this block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then start the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Flip it 90 degrees. 2, 1, 2, 3. And then it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then continue it straight for a little while. Now, just to double check, we can make sure the road is the correct width. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the yellow line. That's good. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Perfect. So this curve was done correctly, and just give it a bird's eye view, and it looks pretty smooth. That's a smooth curve right there. Now obviously, if you don't want a curve, if you want the curve to be more sudden, like if you want the road to cut more so that it's more to the right over here, you would have a shorter pattern for the curve. Or if you wanted an even more gradual curve, you would do a longer pattern. Like you could start with like 10 blocks and then 8 and then for the pattern. You could do it that way to make the curve even more gradual. So I hope this tutorial helped you guys to make smoother road curves. If you want more tutorials in the future, make sure to leave a like. And if you have any questions or suggestions for future tutorials, leave that in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to know when I upload in the future. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.